Way to go. All right. I'm sure this time of year we can all use a little relaxation and slowing down. All right. Let me make sure I think I got the camera in a pretty good place. All right, stand with legs hip distance apart. Just think of your body being like a rag doll or a marionette held from the string at the top. Just a nice release, relax. From the side, you want your tailbone relaxed. You don't really want to be tucked under, but you want to imagine that your tailbone maybe had a weight at the end and it's just putting it down toward the floor, knees soft. Breathe up. Gathering that energy, now exhale and sink at this time. Add the knees, extend. Breath in, exhale, bend. Breath out. Breath up, exhale. This is just to get us focused, bringing our mind to the moment, getting our bodies warmed up, and just visualize the flow of energy from head to toe as you breathe in deeply and then blow out slowly but completely. Good, nice, easy. Feel your toes spread in your shoes or your bare feet as if they were roots of a tree into the earth. Once again. Now, let's reverse. Bring that energy up. Turn the palms away. Push up and then open. And as you open back, you want to be sure that you pull those shoulder blades together and come around. Exhale it back. Good. Again. This time, bring the arms in. Just kind of hold them in front of you. And then turn the right arm on top. Breath in the left. So we're just imagining holding the moon, holding a ball of energy, a sphere of any kind. You can visualize what your sphere might look like. Just feel that energy between your palms, right in front of your core, your Dantian. Now this time, soften the knees and let's push up and down and then turn the energy, press the other way. Separating heaven and earth. Just feel that energy transfer from the center of your body to the heavens and to the earth. Breath in. Good. Don't focus so much on when to breathe. Just focus on exchanging that oxygen and having that breath coming in and out. Very good. Now hold that energy, shifting your weight to the left. Turn the right toes out. Just shift. Come center close and shift left. So we're just holding the arms and we're just making that energy start in the lower body, opening and closing your hips, getting the feet warmed up. Remembering as you're holding that energy, the elbows are relaxed. Good. And then you're just keeping your shoulders over your hips and your hips between both of your legs. Good. Now come back to the center. Shift the weight left. Have the left arm on top. Turning right. Let's ward off. Come into center and shift. Same thing. Left arm up. Pull the energy in. Good. And just do a nice fluid shift. Just getting your rhythm. Getting your flow. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Be sure now that you're turning your body in the direction of your open bow step. Good. One more. And come back to center and separate heaven and earth. Now, let's just lift both arms up and drop them down. Just a nice, easy, feeling the energy as you lift, pushing the energy into the earth. As you exhale, very easy. Now shifting the weight right, let's do a wax on, wax off movement. So basically, we're shifting the weight side to side and just getting the spiral started. It means getting the hips, the lower back, the abs, the core, squeezing those internal organs, waking them up as we just sort of gently get the body warmed up. And you can stay centered between your feet, or you can do as I'm doing. I'm lifting my foot a bit as I turn. I'm trying to keep shoulders over hips. Good. Now let's make this a little bit looser and more free and beat the drum. So just let the arms go around your body and just let them swing and slap into your lower back, your kidneys. Just a nice, easy, fluid, free rotation down the center of your body. Good. You can now transfer, so you put one hand up on the shoulder and one hand in the lower back. Keep going, letting somebody in. Very good. Just keep twisting. Very good. Then just let it stop. Shake everything out as we're got our slow warm up. Now let's do our Tai Chi tap. So it's always good to get the body warmed up and get that blood flow to the surface of the skin. So just tapping up and down one arm and over the chest. Gold taps, opening that chest and down the other arm, front to back. Good. And over the chest, now down to the abdomen. Wake up those internal organs. Then let's go to the inner thigh, and then up the outer thigh, across the hip. One more time. Slap the tops of the legs. Don't forget the tops of your feet. The back, lower back. Good. Across the hips again and down the front. Up the back. One more time. Up the back. Good. Let's go to the abdomen again. And work our way up to the neck, shoulders, and then switch to your fingertips and let those fingertips go over your scalp, stimulating blood flow in your scalp and across your forehead to the temples. Gets rid of some tension, and underneath the eyes to help with sinus congestion, cheekbones, another stress area underneath the nose and the chin. Good. Now shake it out. Hopefully that's got you feeling a little more awake and energized. Now let's go back to our weight shift side to side. Good. Shifting left, turn the right toes out. We're going to go back to our bow step, transferring weight, taking your body in the direction that you're turned out to, but being aware, keeping shoulders over hips. Good. Now, we've got that left shift, left arm on top. Let's go back to our ward off. Come center, the other way. Very good. So we're getting back into that flow. To get ready for grasping sparrow by the tail, or grasping the bird by the tail. So into our ward off, stay in this position and bring that left arm up. Hold your sweet bird's nest. Come back, rotate your body up by the ear, wrist to wrist for wings that fly, and then withdraw and retreat and push away. Good. Right arm on top, close, shift, and the other direction. Bring that arm up, come back and around, wrist to wrist, retreat and push away. Keep going. See if you can do it without me. I got to let one more person in. Good. All right, where are we? I'm trying to look at y'all to see where we are. All right, let's come back to the center. Shift the weight right and to the left. Now bring that other arm up. Bring it back and around. And push wrist to wrist. Release and press. So left arm on top. Shifting to the right. Hand up, hold that bird's nest. Bring it down around your waist. Wrist to wrist. Shift and push. Last one. Bring it together. Get over. Bring it up. Down and around. Press away. Release and push. Very good. Back to the center. Now I gotta let someone else in. So just shift the weight side to side. Next, transitioning into our gonna be transitioning into our bow and arrow. So just nice, easy shift side to side. Welcome everybody. Think I got you all in now. Now let's do our bow and arrow. So shifting right, turn and pull back, shift over and pull back. So remembering still keeping your torso over your feet. And pull, let your body look in the direction that you're going. And just shift. Good. And again. And as you're pulling that shoulder back, really squeeze the shoulder blades so you can get a little extra stretch in the chest and contraction in your back. Just a shift. Now let's add a T-step to it for a weight transfer. So we're going to come in and step, shift, come in and step. Good. Step in. So your goal is to try to practice making this as fluid and soft as you can. Very good. Couple more. Now let's make it with a knee. So come in, lift the knee and down. So right now we're not doing any holding. We're just bringing the knee in, shifting the weight, giving you a chance to practice your balance. Very good. Nice, easy shift. And you can go at the speed or as slow as you feel comfortable as you're working on your balance. Good. And if you're not comfortable lifting the knee, you can just keep that toe on the floor. Another thing to remember as you're lifting the knee, pull your abs in, soften that knee. Now let's try this time to come in and balance for a few seconds with the knee. Release. And the other side and balance. And release. Just stay as long as you're comfortable or you feel you can. That's all you want to do is be a better version of what you did the time before. Good. All right, one more time each way. Hold those abs. Whoops, I fell. Good thing I got a wall there. The other way. Now let's make it a kick. Come in, kick out, shift, kick out. And again. You got a teacher that's got balance issues today. Very good. Now let's see if you can bring it in and hold that kick, or at least make it a nice slow kick. Get your balance, kick. Good, bring it in and release. And the other side, get your position, get everything held tight. Good job. Let's try it one more time each way. And remember, it's practice. So it's something you're not going to necessarily get every single time. But as we practice, our bodies get stronger and our brain knows what it is we want it to do. Very good. Shake it out. Let it all be nice and loose. Now let's work a little bit on the back. I want you to breathe up. Bring that energy down, soften the knee, just roll forward a bit, a little bit. Let the head be loose. Let go of the energy in your shoulders so the top of your head is going toward the floor. Let your shoulders hang. Feel that nice stretch across the back. Breath. Exhale. Uncurl. Turn the palms forward. Pull the shoulders flat back. Chin lifts. So you feel a wonderful stretch in the front of the body. Breath. Let the body collapse and roll forward. And then turn sideways. You can, and not too far, just a little bit. Breath. Uncurl. And don't arch your back, but just open chin up. Stretching the front part of your body. Once again, exhale, roll forward. So you're still stacked between your heels and the balls of your feet. Your weight is still centered. Everything is still stacked over one another. This time, go a little bit further if that feels comfortable for you. Eyes open, breath. Uncurl your body. Turn your palms forward, pull those hands back. Open the chest, chin up. Now from this position, turn your head to the left. And now turn it to the right. Very good. And release. Go ahead and let's roll forward again. I want you to go a little further this time. Go ahead and put your hands on your mid-thigh. So you still have the weight between your balls and your heels. Still stacked. Now, take a breath, eyes open. I would like for you to straighten your legs and push your body forward like a tabletop. So when I straighten the legs, they're still not locked. But the energy is going to be more toward the balls of my feet now. You should feel a wonderful stretch down the back of your hamstrings and across your backside. Pull the abs in as if you were strapped and going to be lifted by your core or your abdominals. And you should feel a wonderful stretch all the way up and down the back of the body. Now breath, round in again. So this time you're feeling like everything is stacked again, all rounded. The weight shifted back more toward the arches of the feet. Breath. Now exhale, push the top of your head forward, base down, extend the legs. And this is your yoga tabletop pose. And let's try it again. Breath, just round in, curl. Breath, and push out and forward. Very, very good. Now soften those knees, curl up. Bring that energy all the way up with your arms and sink it down. Shifting to the left, I want you to turn to the right. Let's push and pull waves. So once again, this is a good movement for opening the chest, improving oxygen and airflow in your lungs, giving the heart more room to function, and a great way for the upper back to be worked and strengthened, because as you pull those shoulder blades back, you're opening the chest, you're helping with posture and with strength in that upper back. So just in, around, push out. Breath. Good. Breath. Release. Excellent. Up one more. Now after this one, hold the arms in center. So again, shoulders are relaxed. You're just shifting the weight, turning the other direction, pull in and push. And just be aware of your body. As I shift back to that right leg, I'm still stacked. And as I go forward, I'm still stacked. Good. Breath. Good. So let that energy flow and all that tension release. Push it away from your body, from your mind. Feel the flow. One more. Back to the center. Breath. Sink that energy. I want you to come over to your left foot. Left arm is on top and just tap the right. Then shift that energy over to the right. So as we shift, we're changing the ball energy. And as we change, it squeezes. Breath. Good. So it's sort of like a heaven and earth, or just a transfer of chi ball energy side to side. And we're going to turn this into heavenly hands now. So we're standing on the left, going to turn our bodies to the left. Now, as we're taking a small step out to the right, you're going to change the right arm up, and let's step right and turn your body to the right. And then bring everything together as you turn left. Now, I don't know how much space you have. We're going to try to do 3 steps. Just make them small if you don't have a lot of room to move. But this heavenly hands movement is wonderful for circulating the spiral energy in your core, in your trunk. And to help you relax and focus, shoulders are down, feeling the energy between your palms. Now on this one, feet are stationary as we change the other direction. Breath. And if you do not have enough space to step out, you can do this in place. Breath. Exhale slowly as you turn. If you rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth, it will just help you complete that relaxation. Stay in place. And we're going to do right and left one more time. And I want you just to focus on the energy you're creating and the nice, wonderful rotation in your core. And just stay in place and do a few. Keep going. Let someone else in. Good. Now come back to center, breath up. And then energy up and around. And then lift up and out and back and around. Open the legs, turn the toes slightly out so that when we bend the knees, this time your knees are going out over the second toe and your pelvis is opening. So when we're doing this, we want to make sure that we have our tailbone dropped and our body still stacked as opposed to having it like this. You don't want to be like this. We want to have everything up and over. This really opens through the hip flexors, squeezes and makes you use your glute muscles, and adds a new set of muscles to the stretch. So in this position, stretch out slightly. Good. Straighten the knees. Lean forward. So let me turn sideways. You see, we're going to lean forward. We're still turned out. Now, in this position, my hands on my thighs, we're going to open out, different than what I said a minute ago. And then as we uncurl, you drop your hips under and you straighten your body up. So if that makes sense. So press out and lean your body forward. So the legs aren't really changing. They're still open. And then curl the back in and lift up. So what you should be feeling is the opening stretch in that inner thigh. So it's kind of like a little ballet plie. Keep that position, but just lean your body forward. That's why you need the hands there for support. And then round and sort of tuck as you come up. All right? A little bit different if you're working a different set of muscles in the hips. And lean, back flat, and then round and curl up. Very good. Now this time shift out. Lean like we just did. I want you to drop the left shoulder and look over your right shoulder. Good. Come back to the center. Soften those knees and round up. So do that again. Bend the knees. Keep that position, chest forward so the back's kind of straight. And drop your right shoulder and look behind you, left. So you're going to get two things. You're going to get that pull across the outside hip. But if your knees are still open, you're going to feel the inner thigh as well. Come back to the center, round, and tuck up. Good. Let's try it one more time. So bend, make sure the knee is open. Lean forward, and then drop that left shoulder. Look around to the right. And come back to the center. Drop the hips and round up. Now, if you're finding it hard to keep the back straight when you go forward, that spine is just a different set of muscles that'll work. It's not wrong. Turn. It's just going to be a different set of muscles that are going to be working and stretching. And back to the center. Dropping around and curl up. Breath up. And sink that energy. Bring it up again. Turn out, bring your feet a little bit closer together. Palms open, shoulders down. Let's do a nice mountain pose. So I have my toes slightly turned out. Knees are soft even though they're straight. Chin is looking and eyes to the corner of your ceiling and wall. Shoulders are down and retracted, not up like this. Good. Hips are relaxed. Now take a breath. I want you to roll up onto your balls of your feet and balance as best you can. Keep breathing. Good. Lower the heels. Bring the arms down. Breath. Up. Once again, up onto the balls of your feet. Spread those toes out. Find your balance. Heels down, arms down, and relax. Now, close that left foot and turn the right foot out. So you're in your bow stance. You may want to bring that left foot a little more forward so that you've got kind of more of a triangle pose. We've got the chair here. If you want to bring the chair closer in case you might need it for additional balance while we're doing some of our yoga pose, you can. You can have the back of the chair in towards you or the seat of the chair. I'm probably going to do the seat of the chair, which is a little bit lower, which is a little more challenging. If you need it, it's there. Turn your body to the right. You've got your bow stance. That front knee is bent, but it's still over the ankle. Breath up. Bring those arms up again and lift and open the chest in a nice yoga warrior one pose. Shoulders down in your yoga poses. Your goal is to focus through your breath, to clear your mind and just focus on an object and breathe and relax and keep your mind clear. Now release as you rotate your torso forward. Bring the arms out at shoulder level. Shoulders are down, chest open. Bend that knee, turn, look out over the middle finger. And hold that pose and breathe. And release, straighten that right leg. Lean back into a reverse, palms open, energy up. Now release. Bring the arms down. So you have several modifications here for a side bend or a triangle. So you've got your chair there. You can put your hand on your chair with the knee bent and lift and look up. You may also straighten the knee into a triangle and do a modified triangle on your chair, or if you want to go all the way down to your ankle, or a combination would be to rest the forearm on your chair, either the seat or back, and look up. So you have several different modifications. Choose the best for you today. And release. Bring that arm down to your knee, your thigh, or your chair. And let's rotate and do a twisted version. So you determine if you want the knee bent or straight for triangle or side bend. And release. Come back to your chair. Soften that knee. Put your weight into the front leg. Hips are squared to the floor. So you have the seat or the back of your chair. We're going to do a modified warrior 3. And we can only best do this because we have the chair. And that is lean forward and lift. We're on the right leg. Let's lift the left. And your goal is to balance on that leg. You've got your hands there to help you. Keeping that hip, both hips should be parallel to the floor. And then if you want to take it up just a little bit more, then lift your right arm. And bring it in and leg down and release up. Come center breath and release. Now we're going to go the other side. And I'm going to move my chair because it's just easier for you to see me, I hope. So once again, we're at our bow step with right toe toward the screen, left toe toward the corner. Knees slightly bent, turn your body that direction and lift up. Pull those shoulders down and hold. Breath and release. Turn your torso forward. Arms shoulder level. Warrior two. Breath release into your reverse. And release either into your side bend or your triangle, modified however you feel comfortable. And breath release. And let's go triangle or side bend twisted. And breath release. See, both hands on the seat of your chair or the back of your chair, keeping those hips parallel. By that I mean you don't want the hip opened out as you do this move. You want it turned in, and then just lift that right leg, balancing on your left. Try to get parallel if you can. Any angle is absolutely fine. Then when you're ready, lift your left arm. And bring that arm back and release. Soften the knees and curl up. Breath. And soften that energy. Just take a few breaths, visualizing what the body is doing internally. The energy is flowing. White light of healing throughout your body as you breathe in. And imagine it expelling out each pore as you exhale. Bring that energy in, gather, turn, and out. Gather collective energy from one another, from the earth, from our bodies. Very good. Bring the feet together, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Soften knees, body in alignment. And just close your eyes, breathing in and out. Feel the healing light, the peace within. You may also feel tingling, exuberation inside your body as it's awake now. All the internal organs are working more efficiently and effectively. Surrounding ourselves with an aura of energy and peace and healing. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day. We thank you for the coldness that has surrounded us and kept us from being outside, yet we're still warm in our hearts and in our bodies, knowing that you are with us, and each of us separately but together feel your presence in what we say and do each day. Be with us as we go forth to spread your love to others that we might meet. Also pray for the healing of all those that need it so desperately right now. No matter what their reason for needing healing, we know you're there to offer it. Be with our nation and pray that it heals and that the world collectively someday soon can be in peace. We ask all of these in your Son's sweet name, Jesus. Amen. All right. How is every